Hey everybody, Antikas here. Welcome back to another episode of Tekkit Legends, episode 23, the series where Ant breaks the map every 2 or 3 episodes. And he has to use MC Edit to fix everything! Amaze! I love you guys. This series is so hard. You don't even know. I broke everything again. It's fine. I'm not crying. I'm crying a little bit. Oh, I broke everything, guys. Again. I broke everything! But this time, I figured out something really important. Frame rates are amazing! Amazeballs. Oh, please still. Hang on. Please, everything still be there. Everything be there. Yes! It's raining. We get a lot of this rain, you know? New Arbos rains a lot. It does. It really does. Look at Sickens Pirate Fort. Amazeballs. I got a story to tell you guys, but I'm gonna keep I'm gonna give you guys the short version. Here's you know what, guys? Hang on. We gotta get private and personal here, guys. Seriously. Don't put an enchanted drill and an IC2 miner. Understand me. Don't do it. No, I know you're thinking about it. Don't do it. No, I know. Don't. No, don't do it. Don't. I'm telling you. Don't. I did it. And you know what happens? It works for a little bit and then crash face. And I'm pretty sure Spiger, the IC2 classic dev, told me don't do that, Ant. He said don't do that. Just FYI, don't do that. It'll break your game. And I did it anyway because I'm stupid. So don't do that. So, a little story about MC Edit. I got a story to tell you guys. I'm gonna make it brief. I'm pretty sure, I think I've broken every single map I've ever played in modded Minecraft, and I fixed it with this one version of MC Edit I have installed. You know what? It cripples frame rates. Every time I fix things, broken. Like, I go from 60 frames to 10. So I had to rebuild everything you're about to see. This building here? Oh, guys, look at this. Sicken built this amazing warehouse. I love it. It was his pirate fort, but he finished it. But guys, look at this. Ah la la! Esti tabarnakam pirate! Get it? Get it? It's a pirate. Anyway, he built that building. It's amazeballs, and I love it so much. Well, mind you, I did add the face. You know what? Seriously, you gonna rain the whole freaking time? I think it's gonna rain the whole freaking time. Well, if it's getting dark, we can go sleep, but yeah, so that is in there. We had a whole bunch of IC2 crafting stuff, but I had to reset the map. I tried MC Edit, did not work, made my frame rates terrible, and then finally I just reset to the old backup, and I rebuilt everything, and this is looking so good. So eventually we're gonna have a bunch of IC2 crafting stuff in here. This is gonna be cool. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna link up to our inventory. I can't wait. I can't wait because crafting kills me. It's the worst thing ever in the entire game, but it's kind of cool, but it still sucks. Now the other thing I made was this little shack. I wanted to have like a little bit of a marketplace, and I might add a few more buildings like this if I can think of anything cool to add. And this one here is a Pam's Harvestcraft, so I've added a few mods finally. I'm playing around with a few others, but basically added it. Futurum and Pam's Harvestcraft, those are the two big ones. So we're gonna have the ability to get seeds now. There's gardens out in the world in newly explored chunks, and if you don't have the advantage of exploring because you're not cool like the Sicken and Ant, you can buy them from this building or from this thing here, the market, which you can build, which is really cheap actually. It just takes emeralds, so I took well, not all my emeralds, but I took some of my emeralds, put them up here. You can just scroll through the seeds, buy whatever you want, cranberries, buy 1 emerald, and then go plant them. So that is really freaking cool. I did a little bit of work on the dock too. I've raised it, and I put in poles and lighting, and I put in anti-mob spruce lighting. I don't even know how to speak. Oh, which is unfortunate because now that I realize I've done this, my little slime pond is no longer gonna slime spawns, which is really spawn slimes, which is really sad because we're getting a ton of balls. But anyway, maybe I'll change this up. Maybe I'll do like, I'll figure it out. I don't know. I'm gonna go sleep. Get this rain to stop. For God's sake. I made derp doors. All messed up. Hard face, because I love it. I love it, hard face. Messed up. I love it, hard face, messed up. Go down the ladder, Ant. Just go to sleep. You'll be smarter in the morning. I kind of did a math error several episodes ago when I was talking about how much the water turbines or the water things generate. I did improve them. I did a little work on them to make them more efficient by bringing this out one more block to have more water. But the three of them together, well, each one of these guys produces 75 RF per tick. So the three together are 225 RF. But when you turn that into EU, it's divided by 4, so it ends up being a really small amount. Which is fine normally until you start running big, heavy-duty machines. There's a couple of machines in Arbos that are pretty painful. One would be the Crusher. Hello, Mr. Crusher. You're horrible, and I hate you. Yeah, so that one there draws a lot, and then this guy here draws a lot. The mining rig, it's the worst. Sicken and I built a medium voltage solar panel. But you know what? This thing, it doesn't work right. So I'm probably going to take it apart and try to find an alternative solution. It's not that the IC2 stuff has a problem. It's remain in motion does not transport blocks properly. And so every time I teleport it, I have to rip out all the IC2 stuff and put it back in place in order for it to work, which is kind of uncool. So I have this idea. Of building an IC2 based nuclear reactor. Oh snap. You heard me. I think it's going to be a lot of work. And I'm thinking we're going to have to do a cut job to get it done. But I want to kind of do it here. I want it to be close to the power lines so we can feed everything. We're probably going to need a massive battery plant, and I'm thinking this lake is a great place to start. Why not? Because I don't use it for anything. So, I'm going to go get some stuff and things and stuff. We're going to backfill this baby and dig it out, because I have this idea of building this ginormous rocket. It's going to be like a missile that hit the ground here. But I mean, admittedly, like, it could be like 100 blocks across if I really wanted to do this accurately, but it's going to be small scale. It's a bomb, and it has a nuclear reactor in it, and it didn't detonate, and we're gonna actually tap into that and power Arbos. So I backfilled the lake, and now it is time to dig it out, but I really think that we're gonna have to make it a little bit bigger. I don't really have a block that I can use as a place marker. Do I? Do I have a block? You know, we can use one of these guys. Equipment glowing cubes. So I'm trying to figure out where the heck center might be. I think it's like right here, sorta. Hard face, I don't even know. Okay, so what we're gonna do before we dig this out, we're gonna break this whole area back by 1 or 2. Why not 2? I don't even know, man. I don't even know. What am I doing? Why not? Yeah, okay. We want to make it a little bit bigger because I don't think for the size of building that we're gonna do, this is gonna be large enough. This drill is way over freaking powered. I put efficiency 5 on it. If you don't know, it's enchanted. Efficiency 5, silk touch, unbreaking 2, implosion 2. And that is because I did a whole thing you didn't see off camera, enchanting it with an electric enchanter, which I blew up. In case you're wondering, yeah, don't worry, Ant blew it up because he's a big old dumb butt. Off camera, so it doesn't exist anymore. But you know, maybe one day it'll exist again. Yeah. So Sicken sent me a screenshot of what his reactor looks like. He spent a lot of time blowing up reactors in a single player game. Unfortunately, in terms of what he sent me, all I have is an inside shot of the reactor, so I know how it's supposed to cool. Which is great because it's a very entry-level, low-level reactor. So for noobs like myself, and you guys, maybe, if you're noobs, perfect reactor. It's going to cool its own components. Nothing's going to wear out. The one thing he did tell me is make sure that the reinforced stone is 3 blocks thick all around, because he had, like, in his screenshot, there was craters all around. So, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go in and we're going to put in the reinforced plating and get that set up. This is where I figure the floor is going to be. So, this is where it should all happen. I made a lot of this stuff, so I mean, it should be all good. What I'm thinking is, my design, I'd love to blow it, like, ultimately, when I think of this, I'm going to think about blowing this reactor up, because mostly things are going to go bad. I thought about blowing it through the ground, so my weak point would be through the ground, and that would absorb all the concussive force if it explodes. But I think I'm going to go upwards now that I think about it a little bit more. I think. And I don't know why. Not to the sides. That's the point. That's the whole point of this. So I think we're gonna go up, and we're not near, like, upwards. As long as it goes straight up, it should be okay. If it goes up and out, we're gonna damage the stoneworks and trees nearby, possibly the greenhouse. I don't know. I'm hoping that doesn't happen. So yeah, but the reactor that Sicken has designed that we're gonna use is relatively safe. I played around with it in single player a little bit. I mean, it doesn't really, there's no real risk, no real big risk for blowing things up. So I'm gonna put the base in right now, and when we come back, we'll look at doing a little bit of above ground kind of decoration. What I'm hoping for is, like, I want to get like a fin effect, you know, and then it's gonna like taper, and then it's gonna like turn into the rocket massive fins that are gonna be like the things that propelled this thing into the earth. I'm hoping. I am hoping. I don't know. You know? I don't know. It's a design. I played around in creative in a single player. Well, hello! In a single player world, and I'm hoping that it's gonna work out okay. A lot of this is gonna have to get covered over, but this is the 3x3 over the actual reactor chamber, so that the damn thing explodes because I screw up. Hopefully that'll contain it. Yeah. So, I'll continue to work on this, and I will be right back. Well, it's mostly built. It's coming along okay. I'm going to do a little bit more detail work probably off camera, because I think I'm going to end up running out of time. Don't know what I'm going to do with these little fins or whatever up here, if I'm going to stick with steel or find a different material. But I was thinking these might look cool for kind of like a little hot, I don't know, engine thingamajiggy-wiggy. And now what we'll do is we'll stick the reactor in. Again, I'm kind of basing what I'm going to do here off a screenshot that Sicken sent me. So hopefully it will be okay. Oh, do I not have the dollies? We gotta bring these down there. Ta-da! Okay, so we need to put this baby in the center, a chamber on each side. I left a hole in the floor here. This is where our cable's gonna go up. So I guess we'll just replace our lovely dirt blocks here. Oh, you can't. You gotta have the, I guess, the reactor down, and then you can put the chambers. So each one of these chambers basically allows you to have more inside space inside the reactor, if you guys aren't familiar with IC2 reactors. And so we're going to go for the biggest size we can. We're not going to be able to, like, there's not going to be anything that's going to move uranium in and out of this thing. It's going to have to be hand-fed, most likely. But here's where the time-consuming part gets. So I've got a layout that Sicken designed. I guess, I know there's different tiers of reactors. This is like a real starter type reactor. but Sick and built it in a way where all the components will get cooled and nothing will wear out. It's going to take a few minutes, so let me do it and we'll be right back. Alright, final part is the quad uranium cells. And we'll have to put a lever on this baby so that it turns on. I think it'll go on as soon as I do this. I think. Can I put it here? Maybe not. I think. I don't know. Oh, that's not what I was hoping for. How do I color the handle? Maybe I can't. Oh well. A little wooden handle. I might have to change that. That looks kind of derp. So there we go. So now we've just got to hook up the power. So I've made some of this four times insulated HV cable. It's a little bit overkill, I think, because this thing only does, what did I say, 300 EU per tick? But whatever the case, this is what we're going to use. And we'll go up top. I got to do some math, but I think... actually, let's turn that. Where's my wrench? I think it's still probably worth putting in some Zeta batteries. That way we can store a whole ton of power. I can't find my wrench. I may have lost it. I lost my pink bag. And along with that, oh, I got this wrench. A whole bunch of my tools and stuff like that. And we'll just turn that up. I think up is out. Or I think that little spot is the output. Alright. Perfect. Cool. Yeah, anyway, a couple of giant batteries, or maybe what I'll do is I'll just rig up some capacitors and we can convert or go straight to Immersive Engineering. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, guys, let's get out of the rain. We'll let that run for a little bit, and I'm going to read the comment of the day. It still sounds like rain in here. Is there a hole in the ceiling? Anyway, today's comment of the day is actually from episode 1. Any more of these noob episodes coming? I'm a Tekkit noob, and I need stuff like this. Oh, a nice video from Nicky Tinky. So... yeah, I'm gonna look at doing more of the kind of starter projects, being that we're starting over in New Arbos. Even though it's raining, but oh, because it's the biome that we're in. That's why Savannah, which is lame. It should actually have raindrops. The plains has the rain. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna do more of these style of videos because we're starting over anyway. Which gives us lots of opportunity for projects and stuff like that. How is this thing doing for power? Although I kind of sometimes feel like all my videos are done for noobs because I'm a noob too. So anyway, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys again next time. Bye, everybody.